if you want to really see the nature of success on the material plane, then the heart represents the cutting edge today. Gene Key 31. With the shadow of arrogance, the city of humility, and it's the path of leadership. My wisdom story. My father and his father preserved the peaceful traditions of my people, stayed close to the land, and led through their presence, not their words. But when I was young, I was kidnapped by the state and forced into a boarding school run by the church. They taught me that my people were heathens, and that our way of life was no good. Over time, as my spirit broke, I deferred my power to the teachers and eventually forgot the ways of my people. I thought, spoke, and acted like the white man. Years later, when I returned to my village, I looked upon my people scornfully and with pity. I arrogantly believed that if they wanted to survive and put an end to their suffering, they needed to drop the old ways and join the rest of the world. I addressed my people, infusing my speech with feigned humility and native phrases. I spun a tale of future promise and prosperity if only they would follow me. As I spoke, I felt confident and special. My father and grandfather just sat in silence. When it came time for my people to follow me out of the reservation and into the future, no one moved. Instead, they looked to my father and grandfather for their guidance. Two men who had no interest in arguing or imposing their agenda on anyone. As my grandfather spoke on behalf of the community, in simple yet not potent words, I was hit by the deluge of pain and humility. I hadn't scratched the surface of my people's reality or my own suffering. Why on earth would they want to follow me? I went on to spend years listening to and recording the stories of my people, the elders, the people who had also been torn from their homes and put in boarding schools, the women, the children. It wasn't until many years later, long after I had given up on wanting to be a leader, that I found myself sharing these stories in a way that moved the hearts of the white men and inspired my people to participate in their own liberation. My gift to you. I come to free you from your own conditioning and to make you aware of just how much you still care about what others think. Be honest with yourself. Where and with whom are you being arrogant? How are you still spinning the truth in order to be admired, respected, or to gain more power? It is through wisening up these tendencies, no matter how subtle, that your true capacity for leadership is born. It is time to recognize the limitations of your own intellect. True leadership does not require a superior mind or the recognition that you are a leader. It doesn't require that you always know what you're going to say. It is not even about finding and projecting your own voice. It is about listening deeply to others and using your voice to represent theirs. No matter what you do, whether you are speaking, writing, or creating, do it with humility and heart. To dive deeper in the 31, you can ask yourself the following questions. Do you ever put yourself down to avoid seeming arrogant? Do you ever defer your own power to others? Do you ever find yourself being arrogant? In what situations? What feelings are underneath the arrogance? In what areas of your life are you a leader? Have you ever been able to represent others by listening deeply and giving them a voice? Do you lead in the spirit of humility and service? And the last one. Think of a leader in your life or in the world for whom you have great respect. What qualities do you most appreciate in this leader? What is one thing you can do today to be more like this person? That's it. Much love and happy contemplating.